Gabriel Jesus nearing Arsenal return. A hint has been dropped that has gone ahead to obviously put us into a lot of anxiousness, right? Hope I've gone ahead to get that word right. So Arsenal fans have a reason to be anxious on the return of Gabriel Jesus, and he's really going to be one of the players that we are obviously going to be waiting to see whether Nketiah confirms to us that he's really readily available as Arsenal takes on Sevilla on Wednesday at the Emirates. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. This is the Arsenal News Show, second video of the day, and we are here to obviously unleash what we have for you about Gabriel Jesus. And in this video, we are talking Gabriel Jesus, we're talking Nketiah, we are talking Gabriel Magalhaes and Gabriel Martinelli. So smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Rokani David all RD is my name, and thank you for obviously flocking onto this channel and obviously liking our video, loving them, and obviously continuing to share them and really watch them massively. We thank that, and we thank you for that, and we beg for you guys to obviously continue to subscribe. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, or if at all you've been watching us and you haven't yet subscribed, go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe, plus smashing the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel of ours. Now, we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and a very huge hint has been dropped for Gabriel Jesus' return, meaning that his return is obviously soon. Now, what is this hint about? The Brazilian national team coach has gone ahead to obviously name the squad that he wants to obviously feature for the team of Brazil. And the Arsenal trio, Gabriel Magalhaes, Gabriel Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus, have been all called up to the Brazilian national team squad for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Colombia and Argentina later this month. Now, this is the hint that you'll obviously know, and it's obviously going to excite every Arsenal fan. Why? Before the Brazilian national team coach goes ahead to name all the players he wants to be part of his squad, do you know what he first does? He goes ahead and talks to the team where these players really play for. For example, Arsenal, he has to go on and talk to Nketiah and Edu and ask him how the player is. After that, he'll also go ahead and obviously talk to the player like Gabriel Jesus and tell him, how are you feeling? If at all you're feeling okay, then I feel like we can obviously get you and obviously take you to where we want you to be. That is it coming in from the Brazilian national team coach. So that means the team of Arsenal is going to have to give the Brazilian national team a green light to obviously include Gabriel Jesus into the squad of Brazil that is going to take on Colombia and Argentina. That is it. Now, the international break is happening after the games that are going to be played this weekend. Arsenal's last game of the weekend is going to be Burnley. They're going to be playing on Saturday, meaning that after that game, these players will fly to their respective national teams, and in 3 days, they'll be playing that game. That means, if at all, in 3-4 days, after Arsenal playing Burnley, Brazil will be in action. That means Gabriel Jesus will have to return either as Arsenal takes on Sevilla or when Arsenal plays Burnley, meaning that his progress has been really felt and is obviously moving in the right direction. He is ready to obviously come in and feature and take this team of Arsenal where it deserves to be. So that is the hint that is going to obviously be given to us, and it's coming in from the Brazilian national team, and obviously you'll find it in good faith because there is no way they would have gone ahead to include him into that Brazilian national team if at all he really had a big injury. But that means the recovery is really positive and is doing lots of positive things, and is obviously doing the needful for himself to see that he obviously returns as soon as possible. And if he returns when Arsenal is playing Sevilla, that is going to be a very huge hint, and we wait to see whether he's obviously going to train tomorrow. Remember, every player who is obviously going to be involved in the squad of the Champions League is supposed to take part into that 15-minute training session that is supposed to be covered by the media. That is it. So we wait and see whether Gabriel Jesus is going to be part of that training session down at London Colney tomorrow as they prepare to take on Sevilla at the Emirates Stadium on Wednesday. So big hint for Gabriel Jesus, and I know Arsenal fans were hate to mess up on him when Arsenal was playing Newcastle. There are levels, there are levels between Gabriel Jesus and Nketiah. Some people might not even want to believe it, but you can score a hat-trick against Sheffield, but that doesn't make you a Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus makes all players playing around him better. That is it. Yet Nketiah has to feed onto the goodness of the players around him. So that's what makes Gabriel Jesus a standout player in this Arsenal side, and that's why you see it that there was something lurking in that attack of Arsenal. And if at all Odegaard returns and Jesus is back, then Arsenal will obviously find themselves in a position of really becoming a team to qualify for the Champions League round of 16 as they take on Sevilla. So that is it about Gabriel Jesus. And if at all you are a Brazilian supporter, allow me reveal to you the entire squad that the Brazilian national team has been involved, or the Football Federation of Brazil have gone ahead to obviously name into their squad. Alisson Becker, Liverpool; Ederson, Man City; Lucas Perry, that is Botafogo. Then defenders, there is Bremer, he plays for Juventus; Gabriel Magalhaes plays for Arsenal; Marquinhos, he plays for PSG; Nino plays for Fluminense; Emerson Royal, Tottenham Hotspur; Carlos Augusto, Inter Milan. Then Ronen Lodi is playing for De Mastelina. And then Andre, we go to the midfielders. There is Andre, plays for Fluminense. Then Bruno Guimaraes plays for Newcastle United. Douglas Luiz, he plays for Aston Villa. Oh, Douglas Luiz, congratulations to Douglas Luiz. He's finally into the squad of the Brazilian national team. What a way for him to obviously go ahead and showcase his goodies that side. Douglas Luiz is a very good player. And you know to it that if I told you are someone into that squad of Brazil, that shows that you are the creme de la creme of those players. Joe Wellington, Newcastle; Rafael Viega, Palmeiras; Rodrigo, Real Madrid. Then the attackers, all forwards. Endrick from Palmeiras on loan there. Real Madrid signed him for 60 million euros. Gabriel Jesus, Arsenal, as I told you at the beginning of this video, that Jesus has been summoned by the Brazilian national team. Gabriel Magalhaes, Arsenal. Gabriel Martinelli, Arsenal. João Pedro, Brighton. Guys, João Pedro is really a lad, and I believe he might be one of the best center forwards that Brazil is yet to discover, and obviously take Brazil to those glory days. Because you look at the likes of Richarlison, I don't think that they're really at that level to come in through and obviously play a part into that front line of Brazil. Then Paulinho, Atletico, MG. Then Pepe plays for Porto. Rafinha plays for Barcelona, and Vinicius Jr. plays for Real Madrid. When you look at that squad, you'll ask yourself, where is Carlos Casemiro? Carlos Casemiro got an injury at Manchester United. That is it. So after getting that injury, it's going to keep him out for close to 2 months, and he's not going to be kicking the ball for the club of Manchester United. Then Richarlison is not part of that lineup. I think he's also having an injury because he's not part of the Brazilian, he's not part of the Tottenham squad that have gone ahead to be named by Ancepoteglu to take on Chelsea tonight. So that is it happening down there about Gabriel Jesus and the Brazilian national team, but the hint of him returning is being given to us by the Brazilian national team squad, that Gabriel Jesus is nearing his return, and he might feature against might feature against Sevilla or Burnley on the weekend. Then we are having Clayton Morrison. He said Eddie Nketiah scored a hat-trick against Sheffield United the other day, which is brilliant, but when you have the big games, Jesus leads the line. Jesus is an outstanding footballer. Injuries are killing him at the moment, but Nketiah is a good striker. I really like the way he has gone ahead to obviously describe the difference between Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus. Now, Jesus is a world-class player. What he does on and off the ball, Nketiah cannot match. You know, there are boots that you cannot fit. That is it. All over the world, there are people that are really extraordinary, and one of the most extraordinary people is none other than Gabriel Jesus. He offers out to the team of Arsenal, as I told you at the beginning of the video, that he makes all players that play around him better. That is not done by any player, especially center forward. Most of the center forwards are just being fed on by the forwards and midfielders around them, you know. But for this guy in particular, he's obviously different in his own manner. So Nketiah is a good player, but I think he's not that kind of player who would like to lead the line when playing against Newcastle. You know, he cannot pull out a moment of magic. Let's speak the truth, and let's call a spade, not a big spoon. So this guy Jesus is set to return for Arsenal, and we wait and see whether tomorrow he's training with the club of Arsenal. And I think one of the questions they're going to ask Mikel Arteta is going to be about Gabriel Jesus, on whether he's really ready to come and obviously feature for the club of Arsenal against Sevilla and Burnley, because the Brazilian national team have gone ahead to include him into their squad that is going to take on Argentina and Colombia. Two serious games. We wait and see how that happens. Your reactions to Gabriel Jesus set for Arsenal return are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about his comparison with Nketiah? May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. And the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikun. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, to this channel. Continue to subscribe so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And hit the notification bell after subscribing. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Bye-bye for now.